when we walked to Merthyr Tydfil in the moonlight long ago, when the mountain tracks are frozen and the crests were white with snow. We had tales and songs between us and our souls too young to fret.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Merthyr build. Recently looking at the way my layout build is going at the moment, I think I'm going to be switching over to double O gauge. I'm really struggling to get the detail that I want into it, particularly because I'm doing a lot of scratch building. I'm just finding it really hard to focus in on the details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up into the loft. I've got an area up there that would suit a 16-foot layout. The width of the layout of the Merthyr build would be roughly 5 foot wide. Lengthwise, with the platforms, I'm not 100% sure what size it would be. I've only obtained a printout of the map of Merthyr back from 1956 to 1958, and what I've done is I've converted the measurements down from the scale that's given on the map to 176, which means that the width of the baseboards would be 5 foot. This layout then will leave me have the houses in the background as far as Lower Thomas Street, so I'd be able to get my tram system in as well that I originally wanted. So I'll quickly show you some of the map that I've obtained. I'm not sure what it would be like on camera, but down here you got the station, and then you got the lines then going down which are off the page. But Lower Thomas Street would be here. Tram road then is a bit further down, and that then is where the trams would be. So what I've done is I've taken all the measurements, I've converted them all down to 176 scale from the size on the map, and I've made a grid on the map to where I want to model. And what this has enabled me to do is that every square is 6 inches to 176 scale, and it works out every 4 squares across is 2 foot. So for every 2 foot board that can fit through my loft hatch, I'd have to model individually. So looking at it this way, this is the only way that I'm going to be able to do it, and to actually build it in sections and take it up to the loft and fit it in place. The station itself works out around about 12 inches wide, and what I've done is I've taken an offcut of plastic which I had, and as you can see here I got a 176 Great Western pannier tank, and the front sections from the station I have made, cut out, and as you can see, looking at it from this scale, it's going to be a lot more viable for me to place details in that I want. I can actually make the sections of the canopy individually to run the length that is required. So these sections then will go behind, 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 and so on until we come to the other section like this. And I've got acetate, which I can then put on to the roof section, because the old Merthyr Terminus had a glass roof. So with the looks of it, the N-Gage model is going to go. I'm going to scrape everything off on this board now at the moment, get it all clean, and then I'm going to start marking out the 6-inch squares. So going back to the map here, I'm not sure what side I'm going to start on first. Do I start the station side, or do I start on all the fiddly houses first, starting at Lower Thomas Street? It's like on the top first corner over here, there is only one house, and then there's part of a road, and then on the second square down there were 2 houses, and you've got part of the road. So I think it might be easier for me to do a grid like this on the actual layout and work it square for square. Might take me a bit longer to do than normal, but I'm going to get more accuracy in my build this way than to just go full out on it. Like I said, for every 4 squares it's a 2-foot board, and what I've currently got here is a 2-foot wide board. So I know it's only 6 foot, it's around about 6 foot long, and of course up in my loft I got 16 foot to play with. The width of the board, that when it's up there wouldn't make any difference at all really, but if I really wanted to, then I could actually build a track around the loft and maybe go under the Merthyr area, so you can't actually get it on a continuous loop. So maybe run it under and then bring it back out then towards the end. So if I wanted to, I could run trains around in one section, round in one way, and as they're coming back round, then they can come up either into the station, or they can carry on going down a gentle slope and under the baseboards, so they're on a continuous loop. Doing it that way then would actually leave me room then to do a bit of scenery work as well. And I just really would like to get this Merthyr build done and on its way. As you're all aware, I'm currently from Merthyr myself, now living in Carmarthenshire, so to have something like this will be fantastic. So just a little update to let you know where I am at the moment, but hopefully you guys will still follow me on the channel and follow me through the build. So what I'll do now is I'll start scraping all this board off now, get it all nice and clean again, and then we'll start on the 6-inch sections. Okay, bye for now.
When we walked to Merthyr Tydfil in the moonlight long ago, when the mountain tracks are frozen and the crests were white with snow, we had tales and songs.